Hey friends, I'm Kathy Weiss, one half of the Entrepreneur Oracle. My friend and fellow gifted intuitive Andrea Rickett and I have come together to create a series of Oracle decks to help business owners, entrepreneurs, or people thinking about becoming one navigate the wild ride of emotions that comes along with being your own boss. The first deck is all about spiritual support for entrepreneurs, and you can get your hands on that before anybody else over at entrepreneurauracle.com, along with a whole bunch of other amazing gifts and rewards from some of our other favorite talented and brilliant entrepreneurial friends like Shannon Whaley. Hey, Shannon.
Hi, it's great to be here.
I am so thrilled to have you. We just had a little mini chat right before I hit record, you guys. And if you're in the starting phases, I think what she's got to offer is just right for you. But before I let her tell you about that, let me tell you a little bit about Shannon. She is a business and visibility coach who teaches women how to turn their stories into sales. Shannon believes that everybody has a story. Our stories have the ability to transform and change lives. When you use your story to build your audience and market your business, sales calls become a breeze and feel like you're catching up with an old friend. Oh my God. Can I just stick an aside? I love that so much. Shannon holds her professional certified coach credential through the International Coach Federation and is also a certified mentor and coach. You can learn more about her at shannonwhaley.com. Shannon,
Yeah.
take it away. Tell us what it is that you've got to offer people who are going to get their hands on the Entrepreneur Oracle deck.
Absolutely. So my program, it's called Business Unleashed, and it is a 12 module digital course, and it helps you build your business from start to finish. So I created this course because there was nothing like this out there when I first started. The industry really focuses on building your program and making money, but they don't tell you how to start your business. If you need an LLC or a sole prop, they don't tell you how to manage your money and um, what systems that you need to have in place. So that's why I created this program. So the first modules take you through the legal part, the money part, the mindset part, which is crucial for all entrepreneurs. And it takes you all the way through defining and figuring out what your niche is, um, connecting to your story so that you can use your story to build and market your business. And then it takes you through building out your programs, looking at what your business funnel and business model looks like so that you have different levels of engagement for your audience so they can access you at different price points. And then it moves into, there's a module that also covers the spiritual side. So using cards, crystals, oracle decks, all of that, pendulums to build your business. And it wraps up with a business plan so that you know where you are heading.
Oh my God. I just when you said that, I got covered in chills, which is always like the universe telling me a big fat
Excellent.
yes. I know
Yeah.
there is somebody listening who's like, that is exactly what I need. And when you were describing it, one of the questions that came to my mind when you said it was 12 modules, is that spread out over a year or is it more like you work at your own pace?
You work at your own pace.
Cool.
They're all built sequentially.
Mhm.
Um, they build upon one another. But you can definitely crack one open if you have already been doing business and you're like, okay, I want to get more support around this specific thing.
Right, I love that. Or if somebody's got their traditional job that they're still working on, and this is going to be something they're starting to do at night, it isn't like they're under a time pressure or
No,
something like
no,
that.
not at
That
all.
is
Not at all.
so brilliant. What an amazing offering, and so needed in the world. I wish, I think back to when I first started, and I'm like, man, I wish they had that when I was getting going.
Mm-hmm.
So, high fives to you. Can we talk a little bit now specifically about your business and like
Yeah,
your experience
absolutely.
of it? So, right now, thinking about just the way your business is, what would you do more of?
I would definitely have more fun and infuse more pleasure into my business. I'm currently in the process of doing that, but I was very much in the mindset, and I think a lot of people do this too, which is we have to be working all the time. And, I was working 10, 12-hour days, thinking that I was building my business and being productive, and I was burning myself out. So I would definitely be taking care of myself first and planning my days around my self-care, gym, bike rides, naps, taking care of myself.
Well, and
Uh,
as you're saying that, I'm like, isn't that why we went into business for ourselves anyway? Is so that
exactly,
we could have that
exactly.
life that we envision for ourselves that does not involve burnout, but actually involves more joy and more freedom.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, like I love that. So then knowing that, what would you do less of?
Working.
Right? They like go hand in hand. Ah,
that's exactly what happened when I started my business. Was like I said, like I thought I needed to be working all the time, and then I was working on the weekends and late at night. So I would definitely work even less. I mean, and I've definitely scaled down from what I was working, but
mhm.
I would work even less.
Yeah, it's like we have to remember we're the boss and
Yeah.
we get to give ourselves permission to have the weekend off, right?
Mhm.
Or a
Mhm.
Wednesday off or whatever random day is. Like
Absolutely.
we
Absolutely.
it's so easy. I totally get it. It's so easy to get caught up in those emotions of like if I don't do it nobody does or and
Well, if I'm not sitting in front of my computer, I'm not working.
right. Right.
But
But our
so much
energy
comes from walks. The downloads come when we're not in front of the computer. Like the ideas and the content comes from when we're not sitting typing things out.
100%. That just
Yeah.
happened to me today. I call my dog my co-healer, and we were out on our walk, and it was like, oh, there's the answer.
Yep.
That had I sat in front of the screen, it was never going to come. And
Exactly.
also, I feel like when you say like I would have more fun and more play, our clients can feel our energy through
Mhm.
what we create. And if we're creating out of obligation, they're going to feel that instead of we're creating out of a
Yeah.
place of like alignment and joy and freedom. So
Exactly.
good on you
Exactly.
for that awareness. Is there anything that you would stop doing completely?
Besides doubting myself and getting in my own way.
Mhm.
those
Yeah,
are those are the main ones. Just really, second guessing myself, looking to others for answers, and not trusting my intuition. I would stop doing
yeah, yeah. I'm a little bit flummoxed because I'm like, you just, and I feel like this is a really important part of the entrepreneurial journey is like looking at other people through their lens or our own lens. Cause I'm like, Shanna's got it going on. Like her bio sounds amazing. Like, how could this woman doubt herself ever?
that.
And
Hmm.
I feel like that's such a common theme for us and reconnecting to our own intuition and knowing that the answers lie within. Like, none of us are alone in feeling those ways. And like you said, we know that the answers come away from the screen.
Hmm.
So it's like, okay, how do I transform my self-doubt into confidence? Maybe it's just go for a walk or a bike ride or
Exactly.
go to the beach or whatever
Exactly.
it is. Yeah.
Exactly.
What would you start doing in your business right now?
What I would start doing and what I've started doing, but I would definitely do more of, is the planning and goal setting
Mm,
in December so that I set myself up for success for
hmm
the following year. Um, that's one thing that I've seen that has been missing in my business. And it's just been I mean, and obviously it's worked, it's gotten me to where I am. But throwing spaghetti against the wall is only going to get you so far. It won't let you scale your business.
hmm
And so I want to be a bit more strategic in that sense so that I know when I'm launching things, I know when I'm resting, I can plan out vacations and holidays and that sort of thing versus
Hmm.
like, oh, I need to bring in some money. Okay, I better launch something. That
Right.
doesn't feel good. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is so wise. And, especially because the Entrepreneur Oracle is so focused on talking about our emotions and using intuition and things like that. It's so smart to remember
Mhm.
we aren't going to know if we hit our goals unless we set them. There
Yeah,
is still a real practical side to running our businesses, and we can be
definitely.
super spiritual and we're still living in the human realm, and we do need to like have things planned out and have them lined up before we go, or like you said, burnout is
Mhm.
is something that we're all at risk for, because then we do end up working those crazy long days out of almost like panic instead of clarity. So I
Right.
think that was a really, really smart and valuable thing for you to remind all of us
Mhm.
about.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you would kind of keep doing the way that you're already doing it?
Keeps sharing my story and speaking up, just really amplifying that, spending more time writing,
Mm-hmm.
um, and um, just inspiring and encouraging others to do the same. Just
Yeah,
keep presencing people to how important storytelling is and how transformational it really is.
it's so true. It's so true. It just made me hear Marie Forleo's wisdom in my mind about facts tell, but stories sell.
Hmm.
And that's really a kind of at the heart of some of what you offer to people is
Absolutely.
is
Yeah.
sharing their story. Well, keep on sharing. Yay. I feel like if we lived next door, we would have so many fun stories to tell, but we live like basically on opposite sides of the world. So we'll keep connecting virtually. Well, as the rest of the world is connecting right now, right? Is
Right,
all
right.
virtually. So thank you so much for being here with me today. And guys, remember, you can get your hands on the Entrepreneur Oracle before everyone else and get access to, what's the name of the course?
Business Unleashed.
You can get access to Business Unleashed at entrepreneurauracle.com. Until then, Shannon, I appreciate you so much for being here. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We'll see you again soon, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, I almost hung up on you. Don't hang up. I just ended that. You know what I didn't do? I didn't stop the recording. Wait. Cancel. I'm going to have to go in and edit the end. Sorry, team. You're going to have to edit the end out because I messed up.